Greetings and welcome to Dyson Sphere Program. I'm Dgray and today we continue off where we left off after our stream the other day. For you YouTube guys that didn't know or didn't join us on Twitch the other night, I did my first stream in quite a while of Dyson Sphere. And yeah, as I've said a few times, all the building in between episodes will now be done on stream so you guys can follow it. And if you guys don't know, I've made a second channel even on YouTube where all the VODs will be uploaded. So you can find them there. And it will be set up at the same number as this episode, just with .1 or .5 or something afterwards. So you can see what row they go in. And I don't want to put it on the main channel, as I don't want to spam you guys. I don't want to watch the VODs with that kind of videos in your feed. So that's the way I'm going to try and do it going forward in Dyson Sphere and in any other game. I think it could be quite cool. So do comment what you thought about that experience a few weeks back, or a few days back even is what it's going to be called. Because I thought it was quite fun. And it will enable us to expand out a lot quicker in the games and get out of all the grindy things. The way I have planned to do it is only expansion production. No progress is being made in terms of research or new items we haven't made before. That is kind of the gist of it. And I want to keep it that way going forward as well. So do comment what you think about that, that idea. And then let's get on with today's episode. So what I have planned today is that we need to fix our solar cell production. That is pretty much the main thing, because if you look here at a Dyson Sphere, it is pretty much built in terms of structure points. The last thing we need is just to fill in a ton of solar cells, and yeah, we noticed a few things on stream. One, we ran out of these, and two, as good as it is having it on this planet, we should probably bring some to our lava world instead. Or maybe the ice world. I'm thinking the lava one, since we have all the production to build the solar cells there. We need graphene, made from just advanced recipe. And then we just need the photons one, that's also made with an advanced recipe on the lava planet at the moment. Pretty much a factory world on Lazar 1. That is pretty much the goal for today. And if you didn't see on stream, I still want to show you one thing that some of you did comment last episode, is that I completely botched up our universe science. I did even explain it correctly, but last episode we built it so we only had 3 input seeds of these instead of having all 6 going in, so it didn't work, which was insanely stupid. So on the stream we just fixed it, got it set up correctly. Now we have a nice surplus of science. So in theory we can start to do the last science if you want to. Universe matrix, and that might be next episode's goal, to get this one done. Of course today's episode is of course trying to set up some solar cell on that other planet. So let's see here. Why don't we just fly up this way, pick up a few new railguns, so we can actually set it up. Yeah, we'll probably do it on the factory world. I think that'll be the best place. We've set up 100. Let's bring a few more. I don't know how many we need. Let's just set up a ton, so we can fill in the Dyson Sphere. And let's go. We have the inserters. We have the assembly machines to make it. We have the belts. Maybe grab a few more, and then let's go to the other area. Let's go. I'll also just show you what we made on that one going forward. Was pretty much just expanding our production and pretty heavily increasing a lot of our throughput. For example, if you look here, at the moment we're consuming 14k iron, which is insane. We probably need to go and grab more copper at some point. I'll do that on the stream on Twitch. It's where we're doing it at the moment. So that might be something for that time. But firstly, time to set up a very nice solar cell production with railguns. Might still send a few back to our current home world. Ooh, can we hit it? But for now, I at least want to get some of it down here. And the reason for that is, if I just show you here on the interstellar view, the problem is with this one over here, is that whenever it goes behind a gas giant, it won't work, and that is an issue. And that is what I want to solve by making it on this planet instead. Don't want to take it out here because then we just have travel time with the solar sails. Might not be too bad. We'll probably do it if we don't have enough room here, but yeah. I've planned to do it here for today's episode. We have a nice surplus of power, so that's why setting it up here won't be too bad. Let's fly down this way. Or should we just set it up on the other world? Yeah, let's do it here. I think that'll be fine. Let's just go the correct way as well. So we should set it up. Would be around here, I think. Do a nice ring. We do have room for it. That is the most important part. So it'll be on. Will that be the South Pole? That should align up with the Dyson Sphere. Hopefully. I don't know if being close to it means it's easier to launch. If we just put it on trajectory up top. Or there's any issues doing that. That is actually a nice thing to test out. So, firstly, let's get what's it called? The production up and running. I'll just place one here so I can know where I want to do it. Somewhere up here. Let's get that solar cell up and running. I'll just go to the area we're making a lot of the other things at the moment. Let's see, where is it at? That's crystal. I want to look for. Not you either, not that one. Because we should have production of most of the other things. Have entire row empty here. We could go over here, because there we have this one close by. Let's just fly over this way. For some reason I'm quite bad at navigating these planets. For some reason, even though it's not that big, I keep getting lost. Somehow. Yeah, but right here is where I want to set up our next production of solar cells. Depending on how many I want, I probably just want a ton, for the simple reason that it is pretty darn good. Let's just mark out the rest we have here. 1, 2 in for that one. Then we'll have one out. The next one over. And 1, 2 in. That's about the maximum we can have in that one. I'm doing this to line up where I want the next one to be built. So if we do it here, will probably be good. Then we can have the setups we want. So solar cells, very easy. Items in, items out. So one item every 4 seconds, 2 out. So that should mean it's what is called an item every half a second. A crafting speed 1. We are a bit faster than that. So we can do about 60 in a row. So we can do a lot. Lot. Let's see here. We'll probably do it 1 row to maximize the amount we can get in. So let's start you here. 1, 2 in. I'll get you to go right there. Correctly. And then change you into solar cells. There we are. We'll have one going out. Pretty much take the 3 spots right here. You'll go in there. We want you to make solar sails for days, since I want to launch them as fast as humanly possible. Graphene and photon combiner. Let's check if it works. We just need to get some robots into it, and it should work, and all the local supply to the rest of this planet. So let's see, there, and maybe around there should be fine. Let's get in some drones and some transport. Hopefully we have some of this in storage and just going for these first. Because we should have it here, otherwise we will have to set it up. But I don't think that is an issue at the moment. So here goes the items in. I'd like to do, you can go on the inside, since they both just require one. Right there. We'll then do a few inserters. We'll do one out on this side. Just like this. And then we just need to expand this down quite massively. Let's just check that it's working. Not yet. Still need to get the graphene in that we seem to be lacking. I was quite sure we were making it here. What if we do this? Will that help? Oh, so I'm making it off-world. Oh well, that's fine. I will probably set some of this up on this planet as well in another stream. So let's get it to here, that'll be fine. We can remove the coal at some point in the future. But for now, at least, this will be our current setup. We could also, instead of going 60 long, just get it over here. But let's do this. I think I can live with this setup. There goes the solar sails in. Let's expand you out quite quickly. Let's see how big you are. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's do 15 for now, and then do a lot of rows with that. That'll mean we'll have one going in right there. 2. We'll have you and one going out. How does that line up with our current setup? That'll be out. Can we get these in? Can if we do that, probably. I'll just shift you over one. That should be fine. That's a bit cramped, but there's enough room. Isn't there? Oh, there is, good. There we are. Photons on the outside and graphene on the inside. That seems rather good. Then we'll get you up this way and out. That's 2 out of the 4 we want to do. Let's get you all the way to the end. Of course, remember to power the rest of this. And right there. Because when this is done, we'll have 60 of these going. And that will give us a nice production. Let's go this way. There we are. Let's do the same the opposite way back. And then we have solar cells being made quite quickly already. Of course, this will increase going forward. Oops. And let's get all the way to the end of this so we can get some big builds going. Because right now we just need to launch solar sails for days. That is our main bottleneck at the moment. And I don't know how many we'll be able to launch by doing this, but I have a feeling it's going to be quite a lot. So let's you go out here now. What's a good way to do this without getting into conflict with the rest of this. So we can go... Let's just take it out a bit. So let's do it right here. I'll waste a bit of space. That is the only issue, but I don't think that's too big of a deal. It does look a bit cool if you have this lined up correctly. Let's see. There we are. Because we can always go to another planet and build more if needed. That looks pretty good. Then we'll have one out this way. And I'd like you to go in. Perfect. And let's do a few more. I'll do all the solar sails in this episode because we need them for our next setup. But then, other than that, some of this is what we'll do on the stream, where you can talk to me and help me with setting this up and improving on our designs, which is very nice, at least from my point of view. So hopefully you'll join there. It's on Twitch for now. And I think it'll stay there for now until, or unless you guys want it on YouTube instead. But then I haven't decided yet if I want to stream one or the other place. So let's see, there we are. Let's get our poles to the end and then be ready to set up a new massive build in just a minute. You use it there. I'd like to take you over right there. And then we'll do it out this way. And up to the backside of our bus, or logistics station. So right now we are making solar sails at a pretty decent speed, as long as our current setup can handle it. Let's go over here. Let's grab on the outside. We still have the photons, so that means it's the first one. Right, graphene. And then I'd like to take you in to right there. Then we need to get the rest of you down. And for this I'm so enjoying the copy inserter mod. It is so good. Otherwise this would have been a rather tedious task. Which I have done by hand a few times by now, as we also discussed in the stream. There we go. How many solar sails are we producing at the moment? We're producing a bit back at the homeworld. On the last minute we've produced 3,000 per minute. How many... We're producing, let's see, 3,000 per minute. Let's check it actually on this planet. I want to see how big it is. So 2.4 per minute. Let's count with that. Each one of these launches 20 per minute. Okay, we might be overproducing a small amount. Otherwise we will need to do the calculation. 2,400 divided by 20. That means we just have to set up 120 railguns. I didn't bring that many. I don't know if our production can handle that. But let's see how many we can fit in. And let's test if it actually works and can fire. That is actually also a quite important thing. So let's go up this way. Let's just see if you add you, can you see if you can fire then? Let's give it a bit of power to check it out. This is just trial and error at the moment. See what we can do. You able to fire from that angle? You are not able to fire on that angle. But 2 can fire from this angle because that's up top. Yeah, change the angle might be the way to solve this. Go to orbit 2. That has somewhere at the top it can fire. That might be exactly what we need. If you look here. Or the bottom. Can't even see where the landed solar sails. Over down here. So it fires at the bottom. That's completely fine for me. Because we're at the South Pole. So that's actually upside down. Good. That means we can place it down here. No issues whatsoever. So now we just need to find out where should we place it. We have some room here with the tower. We'll maybe use this tower to get it in and just place him in a nice line here. 2 rows. Let's do that. I think will that be kind of cool? I think it'll be kind of cool. So let's get you landfilled. Not really needed, but right here. We'll do double rows and then hopefully it will look good. We can always request in a few more. Oh wait. 120 we have that. Ah. This will be very good. So can we do... I need to do... What's it called? I can't align them over each other. Because if we do that... How much room do we need in between? Move it up one more. So maybe if we do it there and there. No. Yeah, we need to misalign a small amount because of the inserters. Do it 3 back. You can go in 1. Oh, this look. You look out this way. 20, that means 1 every 3 seconds. You do that, that works, and you can go over there. We're able to then just... Yeah, that can work. That should work. So why don't we do this as a setup? And you'll be number 2. So it works there. You'll be number 2 as well. Give it a bit of power. Not too close. So we have to do it here. Let's test this. You can go along this line for now. We'll do it as a planning phase to that one. Does that mean you can go again here, and you'll probably need it 1 over then. Yeah. Let's get some solar sails into this one. To get this for... Oh, let's just get 1,000 for now. Local demands. Mostly because I don't want to get in too many if this doesn't work and we'll have to move it. But if we can get all this filled all the way around, I think that would look kind of cool. Let's output solar sails this way. They should be getting in very soon. There they are. They go out, so they get picked up. This one starts to shoot. And it can easily keep up. So, one if it can fire non-stop if we do it all the way around. That is pretty much what we're gonna test. Power-wise, not too bad. Was it 12 megawatts? Or 1.2 megawatts, so still not too bad. 100 something running at full speed. That is fine for me. And that means these can just launch for days. Okay, let's disconnect some of these so we can actually make room for it. Let's land in this little bit over here. To make it easy for us to build. Seems correct. Let's steal a few of you. This one is almost done mining, so that's actually perfect. These are still connected up to the main grid. Perfect. And let's get you dragged along. It's gonna be exciting how big we can make this. Let's see. There we are. We have placed down 4 so far. We have... We started with 213. Remind me of that, guys. 213. So if we're doing 120, what is that? 100 and what's that? 93 we need to have left. Yeah, if we have 93 left when we're done building this, then we'll consume everything we have. And this will fire once in a while. So let's try that. Let's go into build mode here. Just get it going around. We'll of course get points where it can't fire, just because that's the way it is. Unless we can get a tidal lock planet, but we don't have that in the solar system. So that won't help us. Need foundation. Oh, we ran out. I'll just go back to the home world and get some, and then I'll be back in just a second. 2 sec, guys. And we are back again, guys. So I got the landfill. We are now able to continue this and get the rest of these placed down. And hopefully everything will look good when this gets done. They all set to angle 2, perfect. Then as soon as this starts to shoot, it will look very good. Let's see here, there. There we are. Let's go back and get the other one set up. Let's see, that'll be... Oh. It might be because there's more room here, we can able to place them in a bit more liberally. That's fine. Let's just get all of you hooked up very well this way. We'll just place them wherever we have room. There we are. And let's get a few more down. We probably won't get to the maximum amount because that takes actually quite a while. We might do that off camera or on stream even. So we can get that done before next episode. On YouTube, that is. There we are. That looks somewhat decent. That did give us, what is that, 42? Not too shabby. Now it's all about how often can you fire at this range. Don't tell me you're too close, because I did have room over here. We'll just do it. We'll have to do it at the back then. That is fine. I just need to power all of this. Oh, we can't. That is so weird. But we need to power it in here, so we can't do this way. We need to have more room. Well, that was a bit sad. Did not expect that. Come on, let's see how bad it is. That's because we did it double-sided. Pretty much the only reason that this doesn't work. Let's go back to one-sided. Oh, this one looks so cool. We'll just do more rows then instead. There we are. This should make it a bit easier to place the power poles as well. I'm just doing it right now outside each of these inserts to have some consistency going forward. But it's a bit annoying that you can't build that close to them, because it does mess up things a small amount. But I hope it gets within inside shooting range very, very soon again. Because we did check they can shoot, so no issues there. And there we are. So now it's all about getting the rest of this hooked up. Probably getting it around the rest of the planets. Don't go into too many things that's trying to add things. So 94 in orbit. Let's check these orbits, because 1 doesn't work, 2 doesn't work. What if edit orbits? Let's do a third one. Can we do it somewhere that it actually works? Let's see, 1 and 2. Doesn't seem like it does very much. Maybe a smaller orbit will be better? Let's try 3. I haven't done very much testing on these. Let's rate the opposite way. Target pitch is too much. Angle is too much. What if edit U? Can't do that, I have to add a new one. Or maybe if we just do it much bigger. What if we do that then? What if we do it maximum? Is that something that will work in any way, shape or form for any of these? No, but it seems number 2 is back online now. At least on some of them. Okay. It is working, it's just on the opposite side now. So let's finish the rest of this one. And I think it will be good to go. Let's get you emptied out. Get that away. You away. And let's continue this building here. Let's go all the way around the world for one. All the way here. And this is also one of the reasons why I do streaming. So you don't have to watch all of this. But I think this is a good time to also tell you why I have done as I have. It does give me more time to do cool things on YouTube. Which is one of the main reasons for it. So you don't have to suffer from me being bad at the game. And experimenting too much with all of this. Let's go to about there. That seems like a good place. Are you still connected up to the power grids? You are. Perfect. So time to place down just a smidge more. Because they can't shoot most of the time. Okay, let's just get it over here a bit. Can we just add in or bury this last amount? Yeah, let's continue this over. Okay, now we can actually build this a bit faster than we did before, which is very nice because it was taking quite a while. So let's get this built. I actually don't know what's the best place to build these are without a tidal lock planets. Because with a tidal one, a tidal planet, I think that's what it's called, tidal orbit maybe. That means it always points towards the sun, which is extremely nice. That is a good way to set up a lot of this. So they can fire 100% of the time. And that is the end of the line. Now we just need the power poles, and then we are good to go. Let's hope some of these can fire as we've seen so far. They want to fire at least. So let's continue along. Let's see what we can do. There. Oh yes, we have a ton firing now. Won't be enough, we'll have to do more rows. I might set up a few in a stream, so we have more than this firing. Even though this looks like it's quite good. Oh, that looks kind of cool, like a swirly down here. That's orbit 2's. The way it's set up. That's already 1,000 something in orbit. We're running with only 51 to do one of these, so it's not too much. But we can probably get a second one set up as well. Let's get the rest of these actually mined out. Maybe. That's fine. Don't want that small amount right there. That wasn't covered by a miner. Let's just get you fixed very soon. Very quickly then. There. There, and there. Good, so I think this is a good place to end the episode. If you know a good way of making sure these... Oh, look at that. They're all shooting pretty much. Yeah, do comment what you think about this idea of setting it up on this planet instead. And watching the solar sails go in at a pretty nice rate. About 800 per minute. Not too bad. But if we can keep that up, I think the solar sail setup will get done very, very quickly. We already have 2,000 something trying to get in, making a nice swirly color here from where they're at. That, oh look at that. Go like, oh, such a beautiful way of seeing it. So I'll end it here in the light of our Dyson Sphere and all the railguns launching. And do comment what you think about the plans for the new YouTube channel with the VODs, me streaming the building in between, and what you want to see from this series going forward. Because right now we are building the Dyson Sphere, it's very close to being done, and we just need to get this one made, which might be in the next one. Mission complete, and then we'll just have these build the Dyson Sphere as the last thing we need. And that seems like that might actually be sooner than we might think. Because each of these need 1,000 each. So we are filling about filling one of these already. Just with the input we have. Which is insane. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Do remember to like and subscribe. Come join me on Twitch, on Discord as well. And then I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.